stronger than what the doctors thought. This is an unbelievable guy. Guys, we need your attention as well. This is an unbelievable guy. Under the bright lights, at one of the biggest and best casinos in the world, Foxwoods Casino, was hosted some of the biggest and baddest fights. I, as a promoter, had really promoted so many more than anyone else at Foxwoods Casino. It's like my second home. It's the Mashantucket Pequots, my dear friends, and each and every fighter up here should be honored to be under the bright lights at a major casino. Just take a look at the fights that really Foxwoods has hosted. So a week from today, we're coming to town, man. Bridgeport, Stamford, every part of Connecticut will be there at Foxwoods Casino. First of all, I want to show some love to Coach Carlos Neves, who hosted this press conference. And I know he's a man of very few words. He usually don't like the mic, but I'm going to catch him a little off guard. This is your home. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect next week at Foxwoods, and tell us a little bit about your gym right here in Connecticut. Let's get it.
Otherhters boxing gym here in Richmond, Connecticut. We've been open for about 17 years. We had this young kid come up in our system, and he turned pro, Marrero. And Jacob is going on his 7th pro fight, 6-0, 5 knockouts. We had a good camp. We had good sparring partners. So he's coming to get his 7th fight. And I'd like to thank everybody that came down. Thank you all.
Lefty has shown a little bit of a sugar-weight limit, boxing, punching, a lot of combinations. And Lefty has turned his whole life around. This is his life right now, boxing. So how did you change this camp, and what did you see in Lefty in this camp this time? Is it any different than any other time?
Well, first of all, we're going to fight our first 6-rounder, and so we had to change a little bit coming in because of that. We had an opponent that was supposed to fight earlier on, got an injury, happened to boxing, so they just switched the opponent to a southpaw, so we had to get southpaw work and switch our sparring that way.
So, Carlos, thank you for putting this together. And there are other coaches here, and I don't want to miss any, that represent fighters and represent the state of Connecticut. And I'd like to call a couple of them up there, because the coaches in these gyms is what really make boxing happen. Right. And if it isn't for the coaches and the time that they put into it, they gotta love the sport, because they most certainly don't earn a lot of money in training fighters pro. Martin, can you please come up here, man? Martin, please tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your son, and tell us a little bit about the gym that you run here in Connecticut.
Hello, everyone. My name is Martin Chisholm. As many of you know me as Coach Martin or Sensei Martin. But anyway, I run a gym in Stratford. We originated in Bridgeport for many years on the corner of Main and Charles, and then we moved to Stratford. Now, we are housed by Chip Rosling Boxing Club. I would be remiss in my duty if I didn't name our sponsor, Chip Rosling Boxing Club, Hal Rosling and his son, Michael Rosling. But with that being said, it's all about the fighters. I just do the coach. I happen to be his father. I've been a father for many fighters. So, only thing is new is that we signed our first professional fight with Jimmy Bergsfield. And I want to give a shout out to Coach. He's high. He's a man without many words, but Carlos Ortiz definitely inspires a lot of our coaches and things of that nature. So I want to give a shout out for also Carlos Ortiz. Give a shout out. And, because, I'll be remiss also in my duty if I didn't say something to the young fighters that's coming up, a lot of the amateur fighters. I have to say something to Louis Rosa. Louis Rosa is the president of the LBC and amateur boxing here in Connecticut, and I'd like to give a shout out to Louis Rosa. Now, I expect happening in the ring. I expect Joseph J.D. to go out there and do what he's supposed to do, what he was trained to do. I would like to do our third fight with you. Your matchmaker called me and said that we'd like to do the third one next month, and then we'd like to sit down and try to further Joseph's career after he go out there and do some dazzling in those fights, right? Is that right? Okay. Thank you, Jimmy Bergsfield.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, for these fighters up here to know this, depends who performs. I want them all to listen. I want their kids to listen. This is business. This is show business. You're not supposed to fight unless you can fight. So it's expected that you can fight. But can you sell your arenas out? Because we don't get invited back to the arenas if we don't sell them out. So yes, we got a major show at another major casino, November 2nd at Mohegan Casino. The contract is signed for November 2nd. But let's worry about next Saturday. That's what's most important. And Mom, we're not going to wait until the third fight. We're going to do business now. Yes, sir. Because I believe in Joseph and I believe in you. We're not waiting. We don't wait around. I do, at this point, want to call Louis Rosa with his lovely wife, Marilyn. I want to show this to you all. This is an amazing story. This is an amazing story. Louis fought for me for CES. And when he did fight, if he took 200 tickets, he never had to return the ticket. He sold them all, always did his job. I am honored now that he is the president of the Connecticut USA Boxing. We're going to be doing a lot of things together. Louis, please tell us a little bit about your gym, some of the fighters, and what we can expect from USA Boxing.
Okay.
Hi everyone. We've been in the game for over 25 years, training fighters at Boxing Field, and right now, after the passing of the ceremony, the gym after, so it's called KK Boxing Fitness, and we just train fighters to be champions inside the ring and outside the ring. Our rival managers, a bunch of them, and we've done business with Jimmy Bergsfield, and it's been fun, and we're going to continue to do what we do in the pros and in the amateurs. USA and LBC USA Boxing here in Connecticut is going to be live. We got a good team. Vice President Carlos Ortiz, Secretary Johnny Callis, and my treasurer Marrero, Mr. Chisholm, and the coaches, and we got the whole team, and we're going to keep rocking. Let's go. God bless you all.
Thank you. Marrero's son that passed away. And we have a moment of prayer with our heads down and asking him in heaven to watch over all of us. Thank you all. What a champion he was, and he always will. Am I missing, because I don't want to offend anyone, I do see one other person here, but if there's any other coaches that have a gym, I most certainly want to respect them, but I do have a gym that's very close to me here in Connecticut as well, and we have a big Italian heavyweight by the name of Giuseppe Angelo Cusimano together, and plus a lot of fighters coming up. Coach Dave, please come up here a moment. From James Boxing. This is the guy that lives, eats, and sleeps boxing. He's got an unbelievable podcast. Tell us a little bit about the gym and what's going on, and a little bit about the podcast.
Well, most of you guys have been through our gym. Most of the fighters up there have been part of our guys, work with our guys, and we're happy to see where they are right now, fighting under Foxwoods on CS Promotions. We're excited to see every one of you guys. Champs Boxing, we've been there for 7 years. AJ Galante is the owner. We're blessed, and I think in Connecticut right now, we kind of get overlooked with boxing. But if you look at the talent right now, not only amateur level, but professional level coming out of Connecticut, we're a force to be reckoned with.
That is correct.
Okay, being from New York, New York, New Jersey, they always want to take, the precedent. But we have a lot of world champions in Connecticut right now. We have a lot of good amateurs who are national champions coming up. We're fought for national championship. You guys at this table, all as amateurs, made some noise here. I've watched your careers and seen you guys fight. We've been to our gym, we've been on your shows. So, in the next year or two, I think we're going to be a big force to be reckoned with. We have a great LBC, Louis Rosa, Paul's the evidence from Ortiz. These guys eat boxing. They're boxing people. It's in their blood. Look at their fighters from their gyms. Coach Chisholm here. I don't mean to miss anybody here, but these guys have put out a lot of talent and a lot of time to this sport. They need to be commended. This man right here, hardest working man in boxing. I'm not working with anybody else, to be honest with you. It's always been there for us. Whatever we need, his team, and everything else. My podcast, Coach's Corner, comes out every Sunday night, 7 o'clock on YouTube. We're going to be here today talking to some of you fighters afterwards. We're going to drop a little video this week to promote the fight for CES. And, we're here to help you guys promote your careers. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. We appreciate all the love, and, I wish you guys a lot of luck out there Saturday. All right.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. So, with that said, this isn't a one-man team. I have the best team of any promotional company in the world. Seriously. They're young, intelligent. Some of the things that happen in boxing, everybody's got a con job. Everyone knows everything. My people tell you what the truth is. And we put a fight together, and we give you a promise, it happens. I have a few of my team here right now. First, our official CES photographer that will be taking pictures of all of you, and stay close to him because he'll get you all over the world in the boxing community. Let's give some love up to Will Paul. Right from my state of Connecticut. He's unbelievable. And to my here. I just like to take a bow for a moment. Phil, stand up please. Michael DeCedri, where is Bradley? And Bradley, let's give them some love. This is part of our team. I actually didn't know whether I was going to be able to be here with my name. But the doctor complimented me and said, I'm going to clone you because of how your rehab has been unbelievable. I don't want to give myself bad luck. But, you know, we got a couple of calls today from people that were working. One is our Polish champion coming up, but needs work to come here. Okay? All of you. This is a weekend that a lot of people go away. But if you don't know what a fighter goes through the week of a fight, making weight, and thank God I love when sparring is over, because we get that out of the way. But it's a roller coaster ride. And for them to come here and be at this press conference, because listen, if they don't fill the arena up and they don't sell tickets, then we can't do events. Because the casinos will not invite us back. The last time that Lefty fought, I don't know if anyone was in Bridgeport, because almost all of Bridgeport.
All right, I guess so far, all right, let's go, Bridgeport. All right.
I want to see that again. If you come, I'll tell them we should close Bridgeport down for the night next Saturday. That's what we should do. And I know that's going to happen again. But before we get to the fighters here, I do want to mention a couple of things. We concentrated on this press conference to concentrate on the Connecticut fighters that are on the card. And there's a lot more Connecticut fighters signing with CES that will be hearing from going forward. Okay? But this is what this press conference was about. Our Bridgeport area, our Connecticut area, okay? And they're all very, very, very talented, every one of them that's up here. The main event for next Saturday night, you can't miss this. This fighter came up out of the system, had a great amateur record. If some of you watched the Boston Butchers show, which I was the general manager of the Boston team, this kid went 14-1 on that show. He won a WBC silver belt just before that. He's fighting his first main event, and that's what you guys are going to be doing in the future. His name is Alejandro Paulino, dynamite fighter. He's got it all, very dedicated. He's 17-0 with 13 knockouts. He's defending his belt against an ex-Olympian from Ecuador, Luis Peraza. It's going to be a dynamite fight. This is a fight that everyone wants to see. Two New England fighters, not backing off each other, but saying, bring it on. Not looking for a ballerina dancer to fight as an opponent. Bring me on to the competition. I want to be a world champion. This is an unbelievable fight. Worcester's own Irving Gonzalez Jr.